The Shady Spring High School Administration and the WVSSAC would like to remind all individuals of State Board Policy 2422 that prohibits the use of any tobacco products on school property and during school-related events. Not only is tobacco use and distribution illegal on school property, but tobacco is directly linked to numerous health problems. Please do your part to help reduce tobacco use in West Virginia. Remember that a ticket is a privilege to observe a contest and support interscholastic athletics, not a license to verbally assault others. There is no place in interscholastic athletics for name-calling to distract an opponent or the use of profanity from the stands. Sportsmanship is the #1 priority at an athletic contest, so be a good sport the next time you watch a game. A public service message from the WVSSAC. Ladies and gentlemen, if you cannot tell this evening, we are at maximum capacity. Therefore, you will not be allowed to leave the game. Once you leave the building, you will not be allowed back in. Once again, we're at maximum capacity, so once you leave the building, you cannot come back in. And now the cheer team for Shady Spring High School. Lisa Jarrett, Marlene Jackson, Madison Brown, Mara Flowers, Anne-Marie Berry, Macy Pitzer, Caitlin Sizemore, Tiana Thomas, Sydney Green, Taylor Poe, Allie Whitlock, Grace Bennett, Haley Webb, Olivia Withrow, and Sydney Worrells. Ladies, please rise. Gentlemen, remove your covers. As we honor America with the playing of our national anthem, conducted by Olivia Purdue of the Shady Spring High School Band.
General Stores knows West Virginia, but what some may not know is what LG is doing in your communities. And I'm here to tell you how Little General, with the strength of their 100+ stores, is helping to enrich lives and empower families in West Virginia. Like the Norma May Huggins Cancer Research Endowment Fund, which is fighting to cure cancer every day right here in West Virginia. Locally owned and operated, LG has always been there and always will be. Little General Stores, committed to West Virginians. Boom!
Make your next car buying experience easy at Mid-State Ford or Northside Automotive at Northside Drive in Summersville. We've got 9 great brands in one giant location: Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, Ram, Fiat, Ford, Chevy, Buick, GMC. That's right, folks, just off Route 19 in Summersville, West Virginia's premier car dealership. Mid-State Ford and Northside Automotive, just a short drive from anywhere. Visit us today.
When someone contacts my office, usually something terrible has happened. A loved one has been killed at work, a child has been seriously injured in an accident, or an insurance or credit card company is harassing them. My job as their attorney in these troubled times is to comfort them, give them peace of mind, to investigate the facts of their case, research the law, and I fight to make sure that their rights are protected. If you need a lawyer, contact me.
FCA has incredible impact on coaches, the teams, the players, and the community as well.
It's changed our lives. It's changed mine as a husband, as a father, and as a coach.
It does make an impact on our lives.
FCA has become a full circle in our lives.
People from all different kinds of backgrounds.
If all we're going to be is a coach that happens to be a Christian, I think it's more important to be a Christian that happens to be a coach.
Video Productions proudly presents West Virginia High School basketball, and tonight we are inside the jam-packed Dave Wills Gymnasium on the beautiful campus of Shady Spring High School for a showdown of two top 10 Class AA teams. Number 4 Bluefield 7-2 and undefeated Shady Spring 9-0, along with two-time NAIA National Coach of the Year Bob Boland, our great video productions crew, Mark Martin. This is what it's all about, Bob, but it's January. We're already past the halfway point of the first month of the new year, and a packed house for high school basketball.
Oh, people are standing around the court. What a great high school atmosphere. Electricity in the air.
No doubt about it, and let's just hope this game will be as exciting as the JV game was. Bluefield won that one 66-59. So Bluefield in at 7-2. Losses coming against Mercer County rival Princeton and to Chapmanville, the two-time defending state champs. And from the corner, there is Cruz knocking down the shot. And, well, we talked about this kid in Beckley a couple of weeks ago, and I know you like him.
Oh, great shooter when his feet are set. Beautiful job.
And Tommy Williams for Shady. 3-2 game. Here's Luke LaRose with a steal to Braden Chapman, and LaRose, boy, what a beautiful pass there. Now they'll whip it around, and here goes Chapman. One of two sets of twins on this team from the same family, and he's fouled.
Braden Chapman, only a freshman, but he doesn't play like a freshman. As we see the replay, Shady's defense collapsed with the help, and Cruz was able to knock down the three.
Fouls on Sean Martin, the WVU football recruit, and at the line, Chapman missed the first free throw. Two talented teams here. Tommy Williams averages 24 for Shady. Grayson Shepard 15, Braden Chapman and Luke LaRose 14 each.
Shady in their traditional half-court man-to-man defense.
3-3 game after the made free throw by Chapman, driving in, and that ball is swatted away as Jaheim House went driving in.
Tommy Williams is not your typical point guard at 6'3", a great shot blocker. He comes over from the help and gets a great block.
Neil Michaels, Pete Colasurto, and Josh Wright are the officials for this game here tonight. The Colasurto name rings a bell, doesn't it? All right, Tyrese Hairston to House. House goes to Martin. Martin, the big guy, up. They're too strong, and coming down with it is Grayson Shepard. Tommy Williams across the timeline. NBA range three wouldn't go. Martin had the ball and lost the handle, but it will be Bluefield's ball.
All right, dead ball here. Shady Spring will go into their full court pressure. They'll double Cruz on the inbounds pass.
Tyrese Hairston across the timeline for the Beavers. Great tradition, championships in this basketball program. Plenty of football championships. Long range shot no good there by Colin Paris. Battle underneath for the basketball, and it's Bevel and Martin. A couple of all-state football players there.
Martin went after that ball like he was already playing for WVU. Great hustle by Martin, hitting the floor. You know he's not scared of contact.
Foul going to be called on Braden Chapman. Ronnie Olson is the head coach of Shady.
Yeah, right here, Eric Bevel kind of had a forearm on Sean Martin, and Sean Martin took his fist and knocked it down. And referees just let them know, you can't hold him and you can't knock it down. Just trying to clean it up with both of them.
Mr. Large wants an explanation. His 11th season at the helm, a couple of state championships, as we mentioned. Ronnie Olson in his 5th season. 6:09 left in the first quarter. The things are getting riled up here.
Oh,
here's Martin
with a great cross pick, and he sat down and sealed the Shady defender for an easy layup.
5-3 game. LaRose on the move. Martin with the rejection. Shady keeps possession of the ball, but they can't get a shot to drop, and here comes Cruz already with a three-pointer.
Sean Martin, great help side defense. I don't know if they wanted to wake Sean Martin up this early in the game. He's a big fella out there.
Cruz with the shot. This three-pointer misfires. LaRose fires it down. Bevel wide open.
Luke LaRose with great floor vision, taking his time up the court, read the defense, and able to hit Bevel for an easy layup.
Second tie here in the first quarter. Paris cut off and gets it back outside the house. Paris open for a three. Wouldn't go. Batted back up, and Shady will control. The Tigers across the timeline. LaRose dribbles through traffic and gets it to Bevel. LaRose is open. Deadly from the three-point range. Couldn't get that one to go, and back the other way come the Beavers.
Great pace to this game. We knew that's how it was going to be played. Bluefield's big scorer, Cruz, has the ball at the top.
Shady Spring coming into this game with some impressive victories. Fairmont Senior, Robert C. Byrd, Capital, South Charleston, GW. Beckley for the first time as we have a foul called. They've also knocked off Wyoming East, Greenbrier East, and James Monroe. And that's going to be a call on Chapman, Braden Chapman. That will be his second.
Let's see. Is that who they had on that?
Look four. That's two. And yep, off the bench will come his twin brother, Cole.
Braden Chapman sliding over to get the charge, and referee deemed he was a half step late as his twin brother, Cole, replaces him. Cole more of a point guard type, where Braden's more of a scorer, but boy, they complement each other well, and both of them can play.
Only freshmen. And their older brothers who are twins, Dane and Haven, on this outstanding Shady Spring team. And speaking of Haven, he's up off the bench and ready to come into the game. Here's Tommy Williams.
And Tommy Williams with a nice drive to the basket. The foul was called on House on the drive as Sean Martin came over and cleaned it up. That still goes down as a block shot because the basket would have been good. The foul was called going up. Sean Martin came and blocked it. Tommy Williams goes to the line for two.
Each team with two fouls. Tommy Williams.
Yeah, Tommy Williams is having a tremendous senior season, always poised. Never loses his composure.
Couldn't get the second free throw to drop. He's got three in the game and tied for the third time. Here's Cruz trying to untie things, and he does with his second three-pointer of the first quarter.
Yeah, it's just a natural instinct to collapse in there on the big fella, and Braden Cruz can knock down that three. They can't leave him. Third from the same spot.
It's going to bounce around, won't go, and coming up with the ball underneath. How about that by Tyrese Hairston?
Tyrese Hairston, great hustle. Bluefield's always been known as a tough team that gets a lot of loose balls.
Luke LaRose between the circles, guarded there by Cruz. LaRose straightaway three, hits the front of the iron, and will go out of bounds, and it's going to be Bluefield's ball.
And as we see a replay of that loose ball, and you just have Tyrese Hairston just really active, quick to the loose ball, able to get an easy layup on a great hustle play.
Cruz, the senior, across the timeline. This is House, also a senior. Well, they work it down to Martin, but a whistle.
Well, that was a great job by Martin of getting deep in the post. Now, if he gets that ball that close to the basket, he's going to be very effective. That's what you have to do when you're 6'7" and strong. You have to sit down and back the defender under the rim. Great job there by Sean Martin.
Haven Chapman picking up his first personal. And team foul number 3. That one just about goes the length of the court as Cruz runs it down and brings it across the 10-second line. Picked up there by the Chapman brothers. Here's Hairston. Alan Paris now will maneuver around, dumps it there to House, and House little straightaway shot that would not go through, and a foul after the missed shot.
Foul on Hairston, reaching in after the rebound.
That will be his first, team foul number 3, and up off the bench for the Beavers is Caden Fuller, senior, 5'11", and Braden Chapman checks back in and replaces older brother Haven for Shady Spring.
Fuller has an older brother that could shoot the lights out.
We got an official's time here as Grayson Chapman comes off. Not sure, I think he's bleeding, so now Grayson Shepard will check out, and Haven Chapman going to come in.
Well, Shady was going with the 5-guard lineup for the first time tonight, and must have been blood on the jersey as Bluefield comes out and shows their full court man-to-man pressure.
All right, so it's Cole Chapman, Tommy Williams, Luke LaRose, Braden Chapman, and Haven Chapman. 3 Chapman brothers on the floor for Shady Spring. Tigers trailing 11-5, and here's Braden Chapman, and Martin swatted it out of there, but LaRose got the rejection and hit the 3.
Great job by Sean Martin with the block shot, but Luke LaRose right there to knock down the big tray ball.
First 3-pointer of the game for Shady Spring makes it an 11-9 count.
I believe they had a bump knees, and Paris is hurting over here on the left side. They're going to have to get him out of the game.
Yeah, got Hairston up off the bench, and here's a turnover by the Beavers. Braden Chapman going to bring it down the floor for Shady. Up off the glass with one hand and scores it. And we are tied for the 4th time.
The freshman with the beautiful runner, the soft kiss off the glass.
Braden Chapman with 3 points. We're even at 11.
I think Paris just had a stinger there where they bumped knees.
Shot on its way, a 3, smooth as silk. Caden Fuller.
Oh, Caden Fuller's got a big-time jump shot. They really have to find him on the perimeter.
How about Braden Chapman? He can knock down the 3s. He got knocked down as he missed that one. And on the move, the Beavers shot missed by Fuller, but tapped back up and in by Cruz.
That's what Bluefield is always so good at, those loose balls. They just play so hard, and Buster Large, it's got to be a tribute to him and Tony Webster, just how hard they play.
High shot off the glass by LaRose, wouldn't go. Here's Cruz, kicks it into the corner to his teammate. Shot would not drop though for Fuller, but another stab at it here for Bluefield as we go under a minute, and it's Cruz driving and scoring.
Again, Jaheim House going after the rebounds. There's just no nonsense about Jaheim House. He went after the loose ball, got the rebound. Again, we've said it many times. Here's a replay. And he's going backwards. It looks like it's over the back. Over the back's not a foul. You got to be on the back. And Jaheim House gets Bluefield an extra possession.
All right, great atmosphere here. Got the pep band in the house. And right now, our biggest lead of the game at 7. Bluefield had an 11-6 lead, a 5-point lead on Shady. Shady got it tied at 11, but since then, nice little run here for the Beavers. 7-0 run to take the 7-point advantage.
Shady, a very difficult team to press with these 5 guards on the floor.
Tommy Williams motors across the timeline. He's going to be fouled by Isaiah Rivers, who checked in. And Isaiah Rivers getting his first foul called. That's team foul number 4. Pass to Cole Chapman. Hairston may have a crack at it there. Cole Chapman goes to LaRose. LaRose guarded there by Cruz. Here's Braden Chapman on the move. Got away from his defender and scored it.
so quick off of the bounce, able to get in there for another layup, Braden Chapman. 23 seconds, Bluefield's coaching staff, great job there going for one shot. So the worst they could be at the end of the quarter is up 5 if they execute it properly, Mark.
Colton Brown, number 3, is in for Bluefield as well. Here's Cruz. His shot is blocked by Shepard. Harrison's going to let it fly at the buzzer, and he knocks it through.
Great hustle by Fuller, getting to the loose ball, and Tyrese Harrison with the sweet jumper, all net.
That's what we were hoping for, and the Beavers with the lead, 21-13. We return to Shady Spring in a moment here on Video Productions.
Your next car buying experience easy at Mid-State Ford or Northside Automotive at Northside Drive in Summersville. We've got 9 great brands in one giant location: Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, Ram, Fiat, Ford, Chevy, Buick, GMC. That's right, folks, just off Route 19 and Summersville, West Virginia's premier car dealership, Mid-State Ford and Northside Automotive. Just a short drive from anywhere. Visit us today.
Little General Stores knows West Virginia, but what some may not know is what LG is doing in your communities. And I'm here to tell you how Little General, with the strength of their 100+ stores, is helping to enrich lives and empower families in West Virginia. Like the Norma May Huggins Cancer Research Endowment Fund, which is fighting to cure cancer every day right here in West Virginia. Locally owned and operated, LG has always been there and always will be. Little General Stores, committed to West Virginians. Boom!
Back inside the Dave Wills Gymnasium here in Shady Spring High School, and quickly Shady on the inbounds to get it going, and Chapman scores it for the Tigers to make it 21-15.
Braden Chapman not worried at all about the shot blocker in there. A lot of poise for a freshman.
Cruz walks with the basketball. Chapman has 7, and an opportunity here for Shady to saw into that lead after it zoomed to 8, thanks to the big shot at the end of the first quarter, Bob.
Yes, and Braden Chapman calls that turnover to 9 the wing. Luke LaRose with a beautiful backdoor cut. Tommy Williams, they set that up perfectly. Great job there on the cut.
LaRose with 5 in the game. Harris gets it to Harrison. Here's Cruz. He wants to penetrate. Cruz, tough shot, puts it up, would not go. Battle for the loose ball, and out of there with it comes Cole Chapman. But he almost lost the handle. LaRose there to save the day, and now we're going to have a foul as LaRose headed to the hoop. Going to go on number 10 for Bluefield. That's House. That'll be his second. That's team foul number 5 on Bluefield. The visitors here tonight. On a cool January night. LaRose comes up empty there. A couple of guys tumble to the floor. LaRose being one of those. He's back up, and it's 5-on-5 here on this end.
Yes, it is. Bluefield looked a little bit more effective on offense with Fuller in the game. He gave them that extra threat on that beautiful pass.
Wow. Down to Martin, who has 4 in the game.
Great job by Bluefield, taking advantage of Shady having 5 guards on the floor. Martin low post, and Martin again with a great block shot.
Got Cole Chapman shot from behind. Now here's Cruz. Dumped it off nicely to House, and House just could not convert. Back the other way come the Tigers. Shepard to Williams. Now Braden Chapman here. He wants to penetrate. He'll pull up and had a pretty good look there, but it just would not go through. We'll tell you what, we got college coaches in the house here tonight. It's a who's who.
Oh, it is. Great job there. Good job by Braden Chapman. Got perfect position there on the charge. Took it right in the chest. Just a tough kid, Braden Chapman.
All right, so Braden Chapman going to go out. And we've got a full timeout. We'll break away here, 23-17. Bluefield on top of Shady Spring.
Your first set of wheels didn't come with complications, or strings, or hassles. It can be that way again. Tire Pros. Hassle-free, guaranteed.
When someone contacts my office, usually something terrible has happened. A loved one has been killed at work, a child has been seriously injured in an accident, or an insurance or credit card company is harassing them. My job as their attorney in these troubled times is to comfort them, give them peace of mind, to investigate the facts of their case, research the law, and I fight to make sure that their rights are protected. If you need a lawyer, contact me.
Timeout has concluded. Shady Spring with the basketball. So Shady working with Cole Chapman, Grayson Shepard, Tommy Williams, Bevel, Eric Bevel, and Braden Chapman. So LaRose is out at the moment. And here is Shepard lighting it up for a three, the second three of the game for the Tigers.
Shepard, quick release, knocked the bottom out of the net.
Cruz guarded closely there as he brought it across the timeline by Cole Chapman. Hairston, House, Paris, Martin, and Cruz in there for Bluefield. Colin Paris has the basketball. Both of these teams have been in the heat of the battle a lot in this early part of the season. Here's a steal by the Tigers. Braden Chapman up and fouled by number 10, Jaheim House.
Braden Chapman took it to the basket on a 1-on-3. Playing very aggressively, able to draw the foul. There he goes, 1-on-3. Braden Chapman splits him, able to draw the body contact. Excellent job by Chapman.
So they'll have to get House out of there, Bob, as that is his third foul, team foul number 7. Braden Chapman missing the free throw, and checking in for the Beavers is Caden Fuller, the 5'11 senior.
Yeah, Jaheim House gives them that junkyard dog, tough kid around the basket. Now what they'll get putting Fuller in, he won't be the rebounder or the defender, but Fuller can shoot that three. So just replacing one player with a totally different style of another player.
Chapman couldn't get the free throws to go down. Fuller had a three-pointer in that first quarter. Tyrese Hairston. Good job there by Braden Chapman with the quick hands. Ball goes out of bounds. Bluefield will keep it.
Yeah, Sean Martin's wanting the ball on the left block, and Bluefield keeps going to the right, and he's trying to tell the guys he'd like to get on that left block, probably where he could get his little jump hook going towards the middle.
So Braden Chapman will check out, and LaRose back in for Shady. Here's that pass.
Great help.
Martin just couldn't handle it, and into the hands of LaRose.
Yeah, Tommy Williams snuck in from behind him. There's Luke LaRose. Needs to be aggressive with the ball offensively.
And short there. Now we got a foul underneath off the miss by LaRose. Think it's going to go against Bevel. Team foul number 4 on the Tigers. Great to have you with us here on Video Productions. On two-time NAIA National Coach of the Year, Bob Bolin, and our great crew, Mark Martin. Delighted to have you with us.
Yeah, I'll tell you what a great game. And for the first time in the history of Shady Spring basketball, really think if they win this game, they'll be ranked number 1 in the state. They were ranked number 2, and Chapmanville suffered a loss at Logan. So naturally, you would think Shady being undefeated, if they win this game, they'll hit number 1 for the first time ever. Wow, Sean Martin.
Well, he has been a force.
Oh, my goodness.
Back the other way. How about Hairston?
Great move by Tyrese Harrison. It's all starting with the defense of Sean Martin. Shady's going to have to realize that and pull up for the little 5-foot jumper. When they get to the basket, Martins has 6 blocks tonight.
Tommy Williams way downtown. Couldn't get that to go. And here come the Beavers again. They've led by as many as 8 in this game. And here's a shot out from Paris, and he puts it through.
Colin Paris. Now, Bluefield has all 3 three-point shooters out there right now. Offensively, that's their best team, but defensively, as Cole Chapman does a little crossover move, not their best defensive team, but definitely their best shooting team on the floor.
Cole Chapman gets his first bucket of the game. Back to a 6-point game.
And I know how Buster Large likes to play, and I love watching Jaheim House, junkyard dog out there. And he's saddled with those 3 fouls, but you can guarantee you'll see him in the second half.
The foul is going to be called on Cruz. Yeah, how'd you like to be Phil Colasurto going to chat with Buster Large and his crew, but make the call, and that's going to put Cole Chapman at the line.
Cole Chapman going to the line for a 1+1 bonus.
18 fouls now on Bluefield as Cole Chapman sinks the first free throw. He has 3 points here in this second quarter and make it 4. Four-point game here. Shot is good by Cruz.
I'll tell you what, Cruz can handle the ball. He gets to the mid-range jump shot really well, shoots the 3 really well.
From the corner, shot up, and it will be a foul called.
Got a foul on Luke LaRose after the pass, and that's just a charge that I don't like in high school basketball. You know, he had already passed the ball, took 2 steps. Yeah, just not one that I like to see called. But they say they all even out. I couldn't see what they called Braden Cruz there a minute ago either. So,
shot from straight away would not go through there for Paris. Cole Chapman's shot, that's a 2.
Wow, the tight handle by Cole Chapman with the fake jab step and the little fadeaway jumper.
Cole Chapman has 6 in the game.
Yeah, Martin's working hard. They got to get him the ball down there.
Shot from way outside.
Look at Martin. Boy, Martin is a man down there low. They got to give the big guy a touch. That's what you have to do. Wow. Well, he's improved in the last 2 weeks.
Yeah, he certainly has. Very smooth. 32-26. Here goes LaRose in. He can get his shot to go. Bluefield on the attack. Down to Martin. Martin, or make that Hairston.
Hairston. Little shot fake. 1 dribble, reverse layup. Great move by Hairston.
Cole Chapman delivers, and it would not go. Martin with the rebound. Feeding and scoring is Cruz.
Tyrese Hairston with a beautiful bounce pass to Cruz. Takes the Bluefield lead to 10.
10-point lead. LaRose hands to Tommy Williams. On the move here is Braden Chapman.
We got the blocking foul there. There was Sean Martin with the rebound. And look at Tyrese Hairston with the beautiful dime drop off to Braden Cruz. I'll tell you, Mark, I mean, we had Bluefield, a week and a half or 2 weeks ago. Now, granted, Obina, the shot blocker, was in there from Chapmansville, and he can change a lot of shots. But Sean Martin against Shady tonight looks like a totally different player. He's dominating with block shots. He's dominating with post moves. So far, he's been the difference in this 8-point lead. You know, he may not be the leading scorer, but he's been a difference maker tonight.
Cole Chapman with a couple of free throws there. Singles it to, whittles it down to single digits here as Bluefield, well, they had certainly success at the end of the first quarter. And try to get some here. Cruz showing off his ball handling skills. Cruz going to pull up three, won't go. Haven Chapman with the rebound, gets it to Tommy Williams, to LaRose. LaRose lets it fly, and that's where we win. 36-28 at the end of the first half. What a game, Bob Bowen.
Oh, it is, and right there, that last possession, Braden Cruz had to expend so much energy dribbling the ball and running the shot clock down. Hard to make a shot after you've held the ball 20 seconds.
All right, we head to the break. Bluefield on top, 36-28 here on Video Productions.
General Stores knows West Virginia, but what some may not know is what LG is doing in your communities. And I'm here to tell you how Little General, with the strength of their 100+ stores, is helping to enrich lives and empower families in West Virginia. Like the Norma May Huggins Cancer Research Endowment Fund, which is fighting to cure cancer every day right here in West Virginia. Locally owned and operated, LG has always been there and always will be. Little General Stores, committed to West Virginians. Boom!
Make your next car buying experience easy at Midstate Ford or Northside Automotive at Northside Drive in Summersville. We've got 9 great brands in one giant location: Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, Ram, Fiat, Ford, Chevy, Buick, GMC. That's right, folks, just off Route 19 in Summersville, West Virginia's premier car dealership. Midstate Ford and Northside Automotive, just a short drive from anywhere. Visit us today.
When someone contacts my office, usually something terrible has happened. A loved one has been killed at work, a child has been seriously injured in an accident, or an insurance or credit card company is harassing them. My job as their attorney in these troubled times is to comfort them, give them peace of mind, to investigate the facts of their case, research the law, and I fight to make sure that their rights are protected. If you need a lawyer, contact me.
FCA has incredible impact on coaches, the teams, the players, and the community as well.
It's changed our lives. It's changed mine as a husband, as a father, and as a coach.
It does make an impact on our lives.
FCA has become a full circle in our lives.
People from all different kinds of backgrounds.
If all we're going to be is a coach that happens to be a Christian, I think it's more important to be a Christian that happens to be a coach.
Your next car buying experience easy at Midstate Ford or Northside Automotive at Northside Drive in Summersville. We've got 9 great brands in one giant location: Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, Ram, Fiat, Ford, Chevy, Buick, GMC. That's right, folks, just off Route 19 in Summersville, West Virginia's premier car dealership. Midstate Ford and Northside Automotive, just a short drive from anywhere. Visit us today.
Kinzel Law Office is a local firm located at 36 Adams Street in Chapmanville. Rob Kinzel has been practicing law in Logan County for over 15 years and is dedicated to providing quality legal representation for personal injury, criminal defense, and family law for individuals and families throughout southern West Virginia. Call Kinzel Law Office today to set up your free consultation. Rob Kinzel, quality legal services close to home.
Little General Stores knows West Virginia, but what some may not know is what LG is doing in your communities. And I'm here to tell you how Little General, with the strength of their 100+ stores, is helping to enrich lives and empower families in West Virginia. Like the Norma May Huggins Cancer Research Endowment Fund, which is fighting to cure cancer every day right here in West Virginia. Locally owned and operated, LG has always been there and always will be. Little General stores, committed to West Virginians. Boom!
Did you know when you send or receive a text message, you take your eyes off the road for 5 seconds? At 55 miles per hour, that's like driving more than the length of a football field blindfolded. As a result, thousands of people die every year in crashes related to distracted driving. That's why we're cracking down on people who text or use their smartphones while driving. We would rather you cross the goal line alive. Law enforcement officers write tickets to save lives. Don't text.
Welcome back inside the Dave Wills Gymnasium here, Shady Spring High School, Shady Spring, West Virginia. A dandy here between number 2, Shady Spring, number 4, Bluefield of Class AA. And Bob Boland, thoughts on this first half?
Well, it was a great first half. A lot of energy in the building. Braden Cruz was lighting it up, able to score the ball. And Sean Martin on the defensive end was phenomenal.
Well, it was a contest that was tied on 4 different occasions in that first quarter play, and then Bluefield did build an 8-point lead. Got a big shot there right at the end of the first quarter by Tyrese Hairston. It was a 21-17 game, 23-17, got back to an 8-point lead, had a 10-point lead, that being Bluefield at 36-26, and right now it's 36-28. We'll come back and look at some individual numbers when we return here to the Dave Wills Gymnasium. You're watching live streaming coverage of West Virginia High School basketball on Video Productions.
General Stores knows West Virginia, but what some may not know is what LG is doing in your communities. And I'm here to tell you how Little General, with the strength of their 100+ stores, is helping to enrich lives and empower families in West Virginia. Like the Norma May Huggins Cancer Research Endowment Fund, which is fighting to cure cancer every day right here in West Virginia. Locally owned and operated, LG has always been there and always will be. Little General stores, committed to West Virginians. Boom!
Make your next car buying experience easy at Mid-State Ford or Northside Automotive at Northside Drive in Summersville. We've got 9 great brands in one giant location: Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, Ram, Fiat, Ford, Chevy, Buick, GMC. That's right, folks, just off Route 19 in Summersville, West Virginia's premier car dealership, Mid-State Ford and Northside Automotive. Just a short drive from anywhere. Visit us today.
When someone contacts my office, usually something terrible has happened. A loved one has been killed at work, a child has been seriously injured in an accident, or an insurance or credit card company is harassing them. My job as their attorney in these troubled times is to comfort them, give them peace of mind, to investigate the facts of their case, research the law, and I fight to make sure that their rights are protected. If you need a lawyer, contact me.
FCA has incredible impact on coaches, the teams, the players, and the community as well.
It's changed our lives. It's changed mine as a husband, as a father, and as a coach.
It does make an impact on our lives.
FCA has become a full circle in our lives.
People from all different kinds of backgrounds.
If all we're going to be is a coach that happens to be a Christian, I think it's more important to be a Christian that happens to be a coach.
Checking out individual scoring here in this first half of action for the Bluefield Beavers, who lead it 36-28. 14 points for Braden Cruz, 9 points for Tyrese Hairston, 6 points for Sean Martin, 4 points for Colin Paris, and 3 points for Caden Fuller for the Shady Spring Tigers. Cole Chapman leads the way with 8 points, 7 points for twin brother Braden. 5 points for Luke LaRose, 3 for Tommy Williams and Grayson Shepard, and 2 points for Eric Bevel. Anything jump out at you there?
Well, Bluefield played really well and played with a lot of excitement. I don't think Shady played as well as they're capable of playing. So when you get 5 points from Luke LaRose and 3 for Tommy Williams, and you're only down 8 points, you better watch out for Shady this second half. And I think it's two really good teams, two teams that could possibly win a state championship going at it. And games like this and an atmosphere like this only makes both teams better.
Yeah, this is what you live for if you want to coach and play, are nights like this.
I promise you, Bluefield's not comfortable with this 8-point lead. And I guarantee Buster Large is telling them that at halftime. You know, you got to come out here and play. And I say on the other end, Ronnie Olson is saying, hey, we're down 8 and we didn't shoot that well. We didn't play that well. Let's make a couple adjustments, make a run. I still think this thing's going to come right down to the wire.
Well, when you look at the foul situation, James House has 3 for Bluefield. No one else has more than 1. Braden Chapman has a couple of fouls for the Tigers of Shady Spring. So here we go. Third quarter about set to get underway. Number 4, Bluefield in the lead over number 2, Shady Spring. Class AA matchup in the great state of West Virginia. Our pleasure to be bringing it to you here via Video Productions. Robbie Mounts leading the way tonight. 2 outstanding head coaches in this game, Ronnie Olson and Buster Large. Always got to get this in about Buster Large, the last ever starting quarterback at Bluefield State College when they had football, Bob Bolin. The Big Blues, your alma mater.
Hey, Buster Large could sling it. He could sling it.
All right, Beavers will have the ball to start and Cruz with it. We'll go with Cruz, Hairston, Martin, Paris, and House. Shady goes with LaRose, Braden Chapman, Grayson Shepard, Eric Bevel, Tommy Williams. And we're going to have a whistle right at the midcourt line. That's going to go against Luke LaRose.
Shady in their traditional half-court man-to-man defense.
All right, so we check that foul situation, and LaRose actually has 2 after that call. Here's House. Kicks it into the corner. 3 ball on its way, and Hairston knocks it down. He's got 12.
Hairston, great pass by House. Just some of the little things that House does.
Well, Williams, like a man possessed.
Tommy Williams going up with the left, attacking the shot blocker, finishing above the rim.
Well, you need a big game from your prolific scorer who's averaging 25. Williams now with 5 in the contest, 39-30. Paris to Cruz. Cruz just about walked with it. Colin Paris, he'll pull up on the baseline. Short rebound by Shepard. And Shady's LaRose going to be fouled from behind by Paris. Be his second.
LaRose and Paris have been playing against each other since they were in the 3rd grade, and mutual respect there from both.
Yeah, it's amazing when you get matchups like this. A lot of these kids, they know each other from the leagues, the traveling, open gyms, camps, you name it. Shady coming up empty offensively, and here's Bluefield back on the attack. Paris, he wants to let it fly, hits the front end of the iron, and Braden Chapman hustles to get the rebound. And Braden Chapman got the rebound, missed the shot, but good hustle by Grayson Shepard. LaRose.
Great play by Grayson Shepard to give Shady another possession.
Shepard works with the basketball. Tommy Williams on the attack, and Williams working against Martin and puts it through and draws the foul.
Tommy Williams able to use his body to shield the shot blocker and put it in.
2 on Martin, and that'll put Tommy Williams at the line.
Yeah, I didn't thought Martin there just kind of tried to get out of the way. I think the referees have stayed out of the game so far, and I think they need to keep doing that. Let these kids play.
39-33. 2 team fouls on Bluefield. Good job there by House, keeping this in Bluefield's property. Ball knocked away, and the Beavers will have it. Here's Martin. Wanted to back in there against Bevel, but got it into the hands of House. And the shot by Tyrese Hairston would not go from the corner. Here's the Tigers with a chance to carve into that lead that right now stands at 6. And Tommy Williams unconscious from way outside, but just could not get it to go. And here comes Tyrese Hairston across the 10-second line for Bluefield and puts it up and is fouled.
Offensive foul.
Yeah, offense.
An offensive foul on Tyrese Hairston going to the basket. Let's see who was the help defender there. Eric Bevel got to the spot. Now in college that would be a block because of the restricted area. There's not a restricted area in high school. The defender has to get there and be set before the last foot of the offensive player leaves the ground.
Cole Chapman, Braden Chapman, LaRose, Williams, and Haven Chapman in the game. Braden Chapman's 3. He's got it.
Had the twin action working over the side. Driving. They always know where the other one is. Bluefield's leads cut to 3.
Chapman with 10 in the game, that being Braden Chapman. When you talk about Shady, you got to mention the first name, don't you, Coach?
Yeah, look at those two. Dribbling, kicking, driving, and Braden Chapman knocks the 3 down.
They're going to have a foul on Haven Chapman. That would be his second and team foul number 3.
I don't know what's going on here. Haven Chapman, like they had to state through. And the referees are having a meeting. I don't know what's going on here. I mean, I'd like to see that again. I just don't know what all the fuss is about.
Dead ball, technical foul.
I don't know what's going on here. Maybe we can see get another.
The ball was dead, so you can't have a personal foul during a dead ball. The only foul you can have during a dead ball is a contact technical foul. So that's what the call is.
And the referees explained that to us, that the ball was dead, and when the ball is dead, you can't have a personal foul. It's if there's contact while the ball is dead, it's a dead ball technical foul.
Now they're trying to make sure who's shooting.
Yeah, Bluefield's saying since it was a technical, they can have anybody shoot it. I'm not sure that that's the rule, and that's what's going to happen. They're saying anybody can shoot the dead ball technical.
And give these officials credit. They got together, they talked, they're explaining to coaches, explaining to us. Not an easy job in an environment like this.
Yeah, I didn't see where the ball was. If they're taking the ball out on the sideline, and I know that that's a dead ball, but you can still have a foul in that situation. It doesn't have to be a technical. I just did not see where the ball was when they had Haven Chapman. It looked to me like he was trying to step through in front and hooked and pushed Sean Martin. Anyway, 5-point lead for Bluefield.
All right, Cruz speeds it across the timeline. Cruz attacks, then backs out. Good defense there by Cole Chapman. Now here's House with it down to Martin.
Great pick. That pick was by Braden Cruz, a little diagonal box pick that freed up Martin.
Tommy Williams, and then on the other end, Martin with some defense.
And Martin came through and got the block clean, but the foul was a blocking foul on Tyrese Hairston. Tommy Williams will go to the line and shoot 2. Sean Martin has been a force blocking shots. I believe that's his 8th block at this evening. And on the replay, down low is where the foul occurred with the body, and Martin comes up and cleans up the mess.
At the line is Williams.
Well, Shady cuts it down to 3, and then Bluefield pushes out again. What a great high school game.
And boy, 2 misses there by Williams. Chapman had a couple of misses. A big Braden Chapman. Here's Cruz. Up with the shot. It was altered. Rebound by Tommy Williams.
And they have a foul on Jaheim House, going over the back on the rebound. And that'll be his 4th. And he just brings a lot of energy to the Beavers. May not be scoring a lot, but he's just one tough cookie out there, buddy. He's a tough kid.
Team foul number 5 on Bluefield. Colton Brown, sophomore, 5'9", number 10, checks in for Bluefield. So setting the lineup for you here. You got Colton Brown in the game, Caden Fuller, along with Paris, Cruz, and Martin. That's for Bluefield. Cole Chapman with the basketball, just about walked. Here's Braden Chapman. 3-pointer looks good. It is.
Braden Chapman with ice water in his veins, knocking down the 3 ball.
Yeah, Ronnie Olson also wanted the foul called after the fact. Didn't get that, but a 4-point game now. He wanted maybe a 4-point play. They try to get it to Martin. Here come the Tigers. LaRose attacks and travels. So Grayson Shepard, Braden Chapman, Cole Chapman, Tommy Williams, Luke LaRose in the game for Shady Spring, and Martin with another bucket. He has 10.
Sean Martin with the power move. Luke LaRose needs to be aggressive on the offensive end. Braden Chapman, he's aggressive. Going in. Nice little pump fake by Chapman. Able to draw the body contact from Sean Martin. He'll go to the line and shoot 2.
That's going to be 3 on Sean Martin as Braden Chapman heads to the line. You were talking about LaRose needs to be aggressive, and Braden Chapman heard you.
Oh, Braden Chapman's aggressive, and he'll go in there and give you that shot fake. He was able to get Martin in the air with Jaheim House on the bench in foul trouble, and Martin picking up his 3rd. Buster Large really doesn't have the luxury to give Sean Martin a break right now.
You talk about guys that are just aggressive, driving to the basket in this game. You got Cole Chapman, Braden Chapman, Tommy Williams, Luke LaRose, this guy, Cruz. Some outstanding guards in this game. 45-40. Colton Brown with it, and going to whistle away from the ball, and it's going to go against Shepard.
They got Grayson Shepard holding Sean Martin down low, away from the ball. Got to move your feet, use your quickness to front him. You're not going to out-strengthen. The only one's Haven Chapman that can get down there and fight Martin with strength. Everybody else has to use finesse and try to front him. Now they have Tommy Williams, the point guard, guarding Sean Martin.
Fuller with the ball, gets it out to Colin Paris. Rivers has checked back in for Bluefield. He has the ball right now.
Shady really pulling up the defensive pressure, getting in the passing lanes. Braden Cruz doing a good job of handling that pressure.
Cruz wheels around the defense.
We got a reach around foul on Grayson Shepard, and he feels like he got all ball there.
That'll be his second straight personal.
Every call is magnified by both teams.
Cruz into the corner, and the shot would not fall for Fuller. Here comes Shady Spring. Luke LaRose, he'll attack this time, but Martin was there. Martin has been tough to deal with inside.
That's 9 blocks for Sean Martin. And then the great hands there, strong power move. Sean Martin is playing the game of his life. Scoring on the post, blocking shots. He has been tremendous.
Neil Brown probably hoping Hugs isn't in the house. He may get some ideas. Foul going to go.
Oh, my goodness.
Martin.
They called that foul on Sean Martin coming over for the block. Let's look at that again. Here's Martin coming in. That's just a hard foul to put the 4th foul on the big fella. I mean, great job by Braden Chapman being aggressive, but they have to let him play. Sean Martin jumped up in there. If there was a blocking foul, it was by somebody else down below. Now Bluefield will go with a 5-guard lineup with Martin out of the game with 4, with Jaheim House out of the game with 4. Now when Shady drives to the basket, they don't have to worry about that big shot blocker in there.
Chapman gets the second to go through. 47-41 our score. Harris will be fouled by Williams. That'll be the first, I believe, on Williams.
Foul on 0, Tommy Williams. From now on, after this one, that's 16 fouls on Shady and 7 on Bluefield. The rest of this contest will be going to the charity stripe for the bonuses.
Pass into Fuller. Rivers has it. Heard about Braden Chapman, and Rivers had to pick up his dribble. Now he's in trouble. Does a good job there, getting it away to his teammate Paris, who drives and scores. Paris with 6, 49-41, 8-point lead. Cole Chapman, tough drive.
Totally different world now. When Shady drives to the basket with Martin out of the game, it's just a totally different world.
Got a 30 here. 10 points in the game for Cole Chapman.
And here was the drive on the other end by Colin Paris and the nice little floater.
What an atmosphere. Throw that band in there. My goodness.
Yeah, great atmosphere here. 6-point lead for the Beavers, 1:06 to go in the third. But the one thing hanging over their head, their best defender, Jaheim House, and their shot blocker, who has 9 block shots already this evening, Sean Martin, both saddled with 4 fouls right now.
Timeout has concluded. Rivers will be the trigger. 1:06 to go in the third. Rivers is fouled.
You got a blocking foul on
Bevel.
Eric Bevel. Hey, this next 9 minutes and 4 seconds, Mark's going to take a long time. There's going to be a lot of trips to the free throw line.
Well, Jalen Green, junior, 6 foot. He's up off the bench for Bluefield as Fuller sits down. So Rivers Up with a shot, and Rivers puts it through. Good job by Rivers.
Isaiah Rivers gives Bluefield a 7-point lead. Now watch for Bluefield with this little quick lineup. Maybe to turn up their full court pressure, because I'll tell you on the other end with Martin out of the game, Shady is driving the ball to the basket.
Second one would not drop for Rivers.
And there's their full court pressure.
But Rivers somehow comes away with it.
Yeah, and that was on a missed free throw. Bluefield's known for that. Just they really play hard and get after it on the traps.
The Cruz can handle that rock. But that is going to be a turnover on Bluefield. We only had an opportunity there after that missed free throw. Just could not maintain the basketball. You got to value that basketball, don't you, Coach?
Oh, you have to.
Here's Tommy Williams weaving through traffic and scoring.
You can just put Shady's going to drive to the basket every possession with Martin out of the game.
50-45.
Okay, Bluefield's going to try to go for one. It was hard to hold that ball for 28 seconds with that 5-second count, and there's the foul. Hard to hold that ball that long against man-to-man pressure, so Shady looks like they'll get the last possession of the half. I would say Ronnie Olson will go for one shot here.
There's Grayson Shepard out there playing some great defense. Shady 9-0, Bluefield 7-2. Here is Braden Chapman driving, couldn't get it to go. Shepard out to Cole. Chapman scores it and is fouled.
With Sean Martin out of the game, they're going to drive every possession. I'd say Bluefield, when that fourth quarter starts, there's Cole Chapman with a nice little kiss off the vest. I'd say Bluefield has a real challenging spot. You almost have to put one of the two back in the game to start the fourth quarter.
50-47. So some changes being made here for this final 8.9. Bluefield has Hairston, Cruz, Rivers, Paris, and Fuller. Shady goes with Cole Chapman, Braden Chapman, Shepard, Williams, and Bevel. Three-point play, good by Cole Chapman. 50-48. Hairston. Ball goes out of bounds, and it's going to be Shady's ball.
2 tenths. They have to tip the ball. Harrison had a good look at a three. He had nailed the three the other time, and you got to have 3 tenths, or it's got to be a tip. So they've waved that off.
All right, and Martin is up off the bench, and he's ready to check back in, and we head to the fourth quarter. Don't go anywhere. Great one here in Shady Spring on Video Productions.
Your next car buying experience easy at Mid-State Ford or Northside Automotive at Northside Drive in Summersville. We've got 9 great brands in one giant location: Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, Ram, Fiat, Ford, Chevy, Buick, GMC. That's right, folks, just off Route 19 in Summersville, West Virginia's premier car dealership, Mid-State Ford and Northside Automotive. Just a short drive from anywhere. Visit us today.
Little General Stores knows West Virginia, but what some may not know is what LG is doing in your communities. And I'm here to tell you how Little General, with the strength of their 100+ stores, is helping to enrich lives and empower families in West Virginia. Like the Norma May Huggins Cancer Research Endowment Fund, which is fighting to cure cancer every day right here in West Virginia. Locally owned and operated, LG has always been there and always will be. Little General Stores, committed to West Virginians. Boom!
All right, away we go to the fourth quarter. It is Bluefield 50, Shady Spring 48, Bob.
And Sean Martin's back in the game. Shady was just able to score too easily with Martin out of the game. But now if he's in the game, he has to come over and be a shot blocker like he's been the whole game.
And Braden Chapman missed there. Now on the other end. Well, speaking of shot blockers, how about Grayson Shepard?
Great block by Grayson Shepard, but right there, Sean Martin getting the loose ball, going up strong, drawing the foul, and getting the and one.
All right. Well, they put it up there on the board. Martin has 14. Shepard with 3 fouls. Martin missed the free throw. 52-48. Ball goes out of bounds. It will be Shady ball. LaRose back in. Going to have him in there.
Yeah, Sean Martin came over for help and just stood there with his hands up. He can jump straight up in the air, and the foul shouldn't be called on him.
Tommy Williams wants to attack. They'll work against Sean Martin. Williams couldn't get it to go. Paris out of there with it, and Cruz came back to help out. Biggest lead of the game's been 10 by Bluefield. Colin Paris. Guarded there by Cole Chapman. Ball out of bounds, and it's going to be Shady's basketball.
Shady with that suffocating man-to-man defense with a lot of ball pressure. Shady just calling 4 corners, spreading it out, looking for the mismatch, and trying to go one-on-one and keep Martin away from the help.
Shot by Shepard, couldn't get it to drop. Boy, that looked good from our vantage point. But here goes Bluefield back into attack mode. Bluefield has led the entire way. There's been a few ties. Beautiful drive and score by Paris.
Sean Martin was going away from the basket, and
Tommy Williams puts up the tough shot. He's fouled.
Tommy Williams driving in, going to here it is. The whole defense had their head turned looking at Martin going away, and Paulus able to sneak in there with a nice finger roll.
That is 3 on Colin Paris, and Tommy Williams at the line connects. Shady now 10 of 17 at the line. Williams has 12 in the game. As Shady Spring stays within striking distance. Here comes Bluefield up to Martin with the slam.
Great pass by Tyrese Hairston. Shady gets it out quick. LaRose pushing it up.
Here is Braden Chapman, maybe pulled up just a bit there. Harrison in all kinds of trouble, and good D by the Tigers as they turn it over, turn Bluefield over.
Sean Martin with the thunderous dunk. Great pass by Tyrese Hairston. Bluefield on the turnover. Shady has the chance to cut it down to a 1-possession game here with a 3.
56-50. Tommy Williams to Cole Chapman, who's played a great game. Here's Luke LaRose on the move. LaRose! Oh, a tough shot. Shots that most of the time they're going to go through for Luke LaRose. That one would not. Harrison in trouble. Looking, gets it to Cruz. And Bluefield got a timeout called. It'll be a 30. We'll keep it right here. High drama in southern West Virginia.
Oh, a lot of drama. It's too early for Bluefield to take the air out of the ball. They have to keep playing. Sean Martin is not going for block shots, but just his presence out there has caused Shady to miss a couple of easy ones. And this game's going right down to the wire mark. Shady is running a 4 quarters offense and just saying we're going to drive. Now, what Bluefield could do to help keep Martin out of foul trouble is pinch their wings in and get some help from the wing instead of relying on Martin to do all the help, because he's in a dangerous position of fouling out.
House will be the trigger. Down low to Martin, and he's fouled.
Great pass again by Tyrese Harrison. Nice little out of bounds play there. Bluefield ran a little pick the picker and posted Martin up, and they were able to find him for an easy one.
Both teams now with 9 fouls. Martin at the line. What a game by this young man. 16 points, but he has been empty at the free throw line. He's now 0 for 2.
Yeah, I know we don't have the stats here. He's got to have a triple-double. 16 points. He's probably 1 block away. We were keeping his block. He has 9 blocks, and I know he has double-figure rebounds.
Missed both free throws there. Braden Chapman breaks free and will score.
And there's Chapman going strong to the basket. Martin not taking a chance on fouling out of the contest.
Braden Chapman with 17 in the game. Cruz gets it to House, and House money straight away. Bucket good by House. His first basket of the game, and what a time to get it.
Yeah, House plays so hard on the defensive end, able to get a jumper as Tommy Williams will go to the free throw line from Shady. That's the 10th foul, so they will be in the double bonus.
Foul was on Cruz. That's his second. Williams will go to the line. And Williams knocks it through. Williams hits both free throws, so 4 for 4 here in this fourth quarter. 58-54, Cruz is going to be hit with his 3rd foul, a charge.
There it is. I can't tell who the defender was there, getting the defensive position.
Cole Chapman gets it to Tommy Williams. Williams wants to penetrate, puts up the shot. Williams couldn't get it to go. Martin had the rebound, lost it. Here's Williams again. This one will go.
Great job by Tommy Williams hanging in there, getting the easy bucket.
Williams with 16 in the game, and a foul going to be called on Luke LaRose. That's his 3rd. And now that's 10 team fouls on Shady Spring. At the line will go Colin Paris. If you are just joining us, what a game, packed house. And Colin Paris gives Bluefield a little bit of breathing room here. Colin Paris now with 8 in the game. Bevel's out. For Shady. Paris flips it up and it won't go. Sky get the rebound was Cole Chapman, who's not very big. Tommy Williams. Braden Chapman breaks free and scores.
Braden Chapman able to use his body to shield the shot blocker. Great job by Chapman.
59-58 and a travel going to be called on Hairston and Shady Spring, Bob, as we see the replay there of Braden Chapman.
Braden Chapman able to use his body, shield the defender. Nice left-hand bucket.
Tigers with an opportunity here to have their first lead of this great game. Tommy Williams. Cole Chapman. Grayson Shepard, the bouncer to Tommy Williams. He wants to drive in, put up the shot, and it goes!
Tommy Williams with a sweet left-hand move. Bluefield is really just counting on guarding their men without help defense, and they can't stay in front of Williams.
First lead of the game for the Tigers at 60-59, coming at the 3:57 mark. Hairston back to Cruz. Tommy Williams with 8 points here in this fourth quarter. 18 for the game. House with the basketball. So back in there on the baseline. Now in trouble. The corner was Cruz. Got it to House. House puts up the shot. House has hit 2 big shots here in this fourth quarter and puts Bluefield back on top by one at 61-60. Williams up with a tough shot. Wouldn't go, but Shepard with the stick back. And Shepard gives Shady back the lead. And Ronnie Olson wants to take a timeout. Full timeout here at Shady Spring. Back in a moment on Video Productions.
Your next car buying experience easy at Mid-State Ford or Northside Automotive at Northside Drive in Summersville. We've got 9 great brands in one giant location: Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, Ram, Fiat, Ford, Chevy, Buick, GMC. That's right, folks, just off Route 19 in Summersville, West Virginia's premier car dealership, Mid-State Ford and Northside Automotive. Just a short drive from anywhere. Visit us today.
Little General Stores knows West Virginia, but what some may not know is what LG is doing in your communities. And I'm here to tell you how Little General, with the strength of their 100+ stores, is helping to enrich lives and empower families in West Virginia. Like the Norma May Huggins Cancer Research Endowment Fund, which is fighting to cure cancer every day right here in West Virginia. Locally owned and operated, LG has always been there and always will be. Little General Stores, committed to West Virginians. Boom!
Oh, what a scene here on the beautiful campus of Shady Spring High School. Indoors, a little cold out tonight, and indoors it is heated up in a 1-point game. Bluefield with the ball down 1. Sean Martin, quick pass to House. House trying to get his 3rd basket of this fourth quarter. Couldn't get that one to drop, and here comes Shady Spring with a chance to have a lead bigger than 1. LaRose fires. Could not get it to drop, and Martin with the rebound. And Martin about had it taken away by Bevel, and then they're going to whistle Bevel for the foul.
Yeah, probably a foul. Martin's done everything right tonight except make free throws, so probably not a bad foul there by Eric Bevel.
Bevel's 3rd. Sean Martin at the line. 16 points in the game. 9 blocks and a truckload of rebounds. And he has suffered, though, at the free throw line. 0 for 3.
Yeah, that's what I was saying. Probably not a bad foul by Bevel. You got to make Martin earn them from the free throw line.
And he does get that one to fall.
Now Bluefield in there, 1-2-2, full court press, trying to get a trap there.
Here's LaRose, up with a shot.
Big time move by Luke LaRose, finishing above the rim, gives Shady a 2-point lead.
Luke LaRose with 7 points in the game, led the state of West Virginia in scoring last year, an all-stater. Here is a beautiful move by Paris.
Paris again, strong to the basket. Both teams really taking it to the hole.
Paris has 11 in the game. Now our second tie here in the fourth, and Luke LaRose kicks it out. Tommy Williams couldn't get the shot to drop. The net is stuck there. And House will take care of it.
Nice of House. I wouldn't have fixed it. I made those referees fix it. That's hard.
All right, so Bevel's going to check in for LaRose. And LaRose, 3 fouls. Bevel's got 3. Here's Hairston. Hairston lost the ball. Boy, what a play there by Shep. Make that Braden Chapman, but he fell backwards and out of bounds. It'll be Bluefield's ball with 1:43 to go, all tied. Colin Paris will send it in to House. Paris with Martin wide open, his second dunk of the game. Gives Bluefield the lead.
Beautiful drive by Colin Paris, able to hit Martin with a thunder jam.
We have a 30-second timeout here. Ronnie Olson calling time. Another look.
Right, here it is on the Alabama's play. Parrish jumped in looking for the three. Drew the help on the drive. Martin there to clean it up. I'll tell you what, the way Martin's played here tonight, then WU may be in trouble. There may be some people calling looking for his basketball skills.
As I said, Neil Brown better keep Bob Huggins away.
He's been tremendous. Really keeps his head on the court, blocks shots. We don't have official stats yet, but probably has a triple-double.
Seems like a terrific young man.
Yeah, with block shots, scoring, and rebounds. All right, Shady Spring down 2. They've had a lot of success driving to the basket.
Well, we've had 2 ties here in this quarter, and we had 4 in the first quarter, so 6 ties in this game.
Yes.
Braden Chapman, 3 on the way. The 3-ball goes by the freshman.
Big time shot by the 9th grader Braden Chapman. 3-ball gives Shady the lead.
His 3rd 3 of the game. He has 22 points. Going in his house off the glass. Got
it with the strong move. Takes it to the house.
Under a minute to go. 1-point game. Luke LaRose wants to penetrate. Does and scores.
LaRose with a sweet left-hand move. Everybody's just going straight to the rack.
LaRose with his 2nd bucket. Down to Martin. Now they work it. He whips the pass to House. House fires a pass. Almost threw it out of bounds. Great save there by Cruz. Half minute to go. Parrish was fouled.
That's a blocking foul on Luke LaRose. 26.3, and Shady has a 1-point lead.
That's 4 on LaRose. 69-68. Parrish 2 for 4 at the line.
Ooh, big free throw. Tie the game. I say if he misses this, Shady goes for 1. If he makes it, I'm not exactly sure what they'll do.
Got both free throws.
And Bluefield pressing. That's their MO. All right, Shady down 1. You know they're driving to the basket. See if Sean Martin can come over and block it.
Luke LaRose, he's fouled by Cruz. Yes, indeed, and Cruz now has 4 fouls.
Now LaRose will get a chance with 2 free throws with a double bonus.
Well, LaRose does so many things. Sometimes you take him for granted of just what his presence means out there. You know, not every night he has to fill it up, but he's done so here in this 4th quarter. He now has 5 points, 10 for the game.
He's been in that situation so many times in his career. Stepped up there with ice water in his veins. If he hit or miss, you can tell Bluefield is going to be taking this straight to the basket.
He knocks him in, 71-70, and Buster Large wants to call a time.
We got Ronnie Olson.
Oh, Ronnie called time. Okay,
Ronnie
forgive
Olson
me.
Got that timeout to set up the final play.
I was looking straight at Buster Large.
Yeah, he may have wanted a timeout too, but Ronnie Olson calling the timeout to set up his defense. Try to make sure that they don't commit a foul.
And that's why I let you do the coaching on these things. See, I try to coach and call a timeout. See what happened?
Well, I'll just tell you this. How many timeouts does Shady have left? None. Shady's out of timeouts, and I really think Buster Large was standing up to use his timeout. I'd always take a little glance down at the other guy, and if he's going to use his, I keep mine in my pocket.
Well, it's been all we could have hoped for, Bob.
Oh, it's been a great game. 2 heavyweights in the AA division. I believe we called that out in the 2nd quarter that this thing was going to come down to the end, and right here it is. Luke LaRose hitting 2 big free throws. And now Bluefield has the ball going for the final possession.
Colin Paris will send it in.
And it's going to be Braden. Here we go.
Hairston quickly across the timeline. Hairston wants to put it up off the glass. Won't go. Ball is loose. Shady has it.
Great hustle by the Tigers. Good defense. Able to come up with the loose ball. Still 2.4 seconds and eternity left.
Foul will be on House, which that's his 5th.
That's 5 on House. Let's look at the replay here. Tyrese Hairston going to the basket. Good help by Shady straight up. Everybody battling for the rebound. Clean play. Shady able to corral it, and House picks up the foul.
And then LaRose over there in that Shady cheering section wasn't sure if he was going to come out of there.
Yeah.
He was being mobbed.
All right, 2.4 left. Bluefield's timeout situation is what? Okay, Bluefield has plenty of timeouts.
All right, Caden Fuller checks in for House, who fouled out. So Bluefield on the floor, Sean Martin.
And they're changing it to 3.7 seconds, and there it goes.
There we go.
The referee set up. All right, 3.7. You know, even if LaRose hits these two, Bluefield has a chance at a 3. If he misses, that's when Bluefield has to make a decision. Buster Large needs to make that decision right now. On a miss, is he going to call a timeout, or is he just going to take off with it? We'll see what they do here.
All right, so they put 3 guys at the foul line there, and LaRose will put them through.
It's the first one. Now, will Ronnie Olson foul? If LaRose hits this shot, will Ronnie Olson, okay, he's telling them no foul. So he's not going to foul. Bluefield uses their timeout. Now let's see if he changes his mind when they get over there.
73-70.
Now, I'll just tell you, a lot of coaches would foul here, so they shoot a 1-and-1. Now, when you weigh everything in, Bluefield has Sean Martin, who's a great rebounder. They would have a chance, if they made the first one, to miss the second one. As aggressive as House is and as aggressive as Sean Martin is, they may have a shot at that rebound. So if Ronnie Olson doesn't foul here, that would be the reason. And it would be a good reason, because Bluefield is an extremely good rebounding team.
Shady Spring came into this game 9-0. Bluefield at 7-2.
Well, barring a knockdown three-pointer right here in an overtime, Shady Spring has a chance to be ranked #1 in the state for the first time in school history.
All right. Bluefield's got shooters out there.
Yeah, I kind of thought they would try to get the ball to Braden Cruz going towards his right hand. Hey, Ronnie Olson's going to play off of him here. Now he comes up and gets him.
Harrison
there
looks
it is.
to Martin.
There's a long
To
pass.
Cruz lost the handle.
Lost it.
Shot is up.
Over.
Yep.
And Shady Spring storms the court.
Bedlam here in Shady Spring.
And
what a game.
Oh, great game. Pandemonium out in the court. Bluefield's players showing excellent sportsmanship, coming over here to shake hands. What a game. And guess what? We're going to see that again in Bluefield, and I think we'll see it again in the sectionals. 2 great teams.
Just an unbelievable basketball game, and so many stars in this one on both sides. Down the stretch, Luke LaRose.
Oh, going to that free throw line. Didn't bother him a bit. Stepped up, knocked down the last 4 with no problem.
Our pleasure to bring it to you. We will come back and recap it for you. Shady Spring, a perfect 10-0 as they knock off Bluefield, who falls to 7-3 by a final of 73-70. We return to the Dave Wills Gymnasium in a moment here on Video Productions.
Your next car buying experience easy at Mid-State Ford or Northside Automotive at Northside Drive in Summersville. We've got 9 great brands in one giant location: Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, Ram, Fiat, Ford, Chevy, Buick, GMC. That's right, folks, just off Route 19 in Summersville, West Virginia's premier car dealership, Mid-State Ford and Northside Automotive. Just a short drive from anywhere. Visit us today.
Kinzel Law Office is a local firm located at 36 Adams Street in Chapmanville. Rob Kinzel has been practicing law in Logan County for over 15 years and is dedicated to providing quality legal representation for personal injury, criminal defense, and family law for individuals and families throughout southern West Virginia. Call Kinzel Law Office today to set up your free consultation. Rob Kinzel, quality legal services close to home.
Little General Stores knows West Virginia, but what some may not know is what LG is doing in your communities. And I'm here to tell you how Little General, with the strength of their 100+ stores, is helping to enrich lives and empower families in West Virginia. Like the Norma May Huggins Cancer Research Endowment Fund, which is fighting to cure cancer every day right here in West Virginia. Locally owned and operated, LG has always been there and always will be. Little General Stores, committed to West Virginians. Boom!
Did you know when you send or receive a text message, you take your eyes off the road for 5 seconds? At 55 miles per hour, that's like driving more than the length of a football field blindfolded. As a result, thousands of people die every year in crashes related to distracted driving. That's why we're cracking down on people who text or use their smartphones while driving. We would rather you cross the goal line alive. Law enforcement officers write tickets to save lives. Don't text.
Well, the celebration continues here in Shady Spring. Great song to commemorate what a wonderful win this was for Shady Spring on its home court. And they stay perfect at 10-0, Bob Boland, as they knock off Bluefield here in a battle of top 10 heavyweights.
2 heavyweights, slugging it out right down to the wire. Luke LaRose hitting 4 big free throws at the end. Tommy Williams only had 3 points at halftime, gets 15 big second half points. The Tigers benefited from the foul trouble by Sean Martin. It made him really stop blocking shots, and Shady took advantage of it by attacking the basket on every possession. Just a great basketball game by 2 of the top teams in the state.
Well, Braden Chapman led the way for Shady Spring with 22 points, and Bluefield was led by Sean Martin with 19. Also in double figures for Shady Spring, you had Tommy Williams with 18, Luke LaRose with 13, and 8 of those came in the fourth quarter, Bob. And also Cole Chapman with a big game, 13.
You can think it was 2 freshmen, 22 and 13. And then the 2 veterans and Tommy Williams and Luke LaRose coming in double figures. Just a great balanced performance by the Shady Spring Tigers.
Also in double figures for Bluefield, Devin Cruz, great player, had 16. Colin Paris had 13. And Tyrese Hairston had 12. Well, we had 4 ties in this first quarter of action. But then it was an 8-point lead for Bluefield. Harrison hit a big 3 right at the buzzer to end the first, make it 21-13. It was 36-28 at the end of the second quarter, a 10-point lead by Bluefield. And then Shady got it to 8. And then it was a 50-48 game in the third quarter, and then it just started to seesaw back and forth. Shady got it tied at 62. It was tied again at 64. Shady, though, his first lead did not come until the 3:57 mark of this fourth quarter. A couple of thunderous dunks in this game by Martin. And down the stretch, though, it was a 70-69 lead for Bluefield, and then Luke LaRose took over by making 4 straight free throws.
Whew, what a game. I mean, and I just think it's going to be like this 2 more times this year. Down at the Brush Fork Armory, it'll be a crazy atmosphere. Half of this end of Raleigh County will be down there for it. Bluefield with a great following down there. The Shady people came out tonight. This place was packed to the rafters, and what a game. I mean, both teams played well. You hate to see somebody lose, but that's why they play the games, Mark. There's a winner and there's a non-winner, and Shady able to squeak this one out.
Bluefield will now face off with West Side on Tuesday night, and the Bluefield Beavers will be on the road, and they'll face off with Wesley Christian. So some big games coming up for these two teams. Well, partner, we saw a 2-point college basketball game last night together. Tonight, a 3-point high school basketball game, 5 points.
And I think we got the best seat in the house.
We do.
2 great teams. What a game. What a win for Shady Spring. It'll catapult them to number 1 in the state when the rankings come out next week, and that's just a big feather in the cap for the Shady Spring Tigers.
All right, that's going to do it here from the campus of Shady Spring High School, Dave Wills Gymnasium. Many thanks to our great video productions crew, Butch Mounts, Robbie Mounts, and Julia DeSalvo joining us here tonight. And for analyst Bob Boland, this is Mark Martin saying so long from Shady Spring. Tonight's game has been a sports presentation of Video Productions.